I am back, and yes, it's technically Saturday, and that's not Saturday. It's technically Friday, and that's the reason why I came on here is because technically it is Friday. So I hope you guys had a lovely Thursday. It's midnight. This was itching me, and this was bothering me. So I decided that I want to do this. Um, I don't want to talk about that dark stuff no more because that dark stuff is just ugh. So I want to talk about some things that are going on, and y'all gonna be like, "What?" There's some things going on. Everybody wants to have artists. Everybody, everybody wants to be this person, obviously. So today I decided to talk about some of these new artists, uh, and how I feel about them. Because it's just a huge thing for me. I have to talk about it. It's one specific person I want to talk about, and I want to specifically talk about this because this is getting under my skin because I feel like this is a epidemic. I mean, we are in an epidemic. We're in a pandemic, but it's becoming a thing where artists are sponsoring other artists, and they show you this wide range of artists, and then it goes to shit. So I decided I want to talk about this tonight because this irks me. I just want to put it out there, like what the problem is in this whole situation. So I'm going to talk about this particular situation that's irking me. So I talked about this person on several different occasions, and I talked about his reality show. He came on here. Girl, I done start arguing with people in the damn comment section of some damn blog site about this woman sitting up here not holding her child accountable. Honey, I kid you not. So I have to bring this up. So, oh God, before it starts saying something. Um, there's a certain person from a group that was popular and they came back 15 years later and they broke the internet and they didn't build off of that momentum and nothing happened. So this individual has decided to take on making his own boy band. Okay. And I personally see what the problem is personally from studying how this person moves and how they do things. It's pretty obvious to me that it's the issue. So he comes from the group B2K, and he decided to put his time into building a boy band. I checked out the boy band. I heard the song that they were singing before. Before I knew that was them, I heard their song before, so they have gotten some form of airplay. But I have this one little issue with this whole situation. Everybody knows that boy bands are bad investments. He should know that boy bands are bad investments, okay? Because you got four individuals who come together and supposed to move as one. And everybody know in boy bands, it's always somebody that get jealous of the lead singer. There's always somebody that get jealous, and there's always one that stands out bigger than the bunch. And everybody knows this, okay? And the reason I'm calling this out, I don't give a fuck about if this person gets mad at me. He's already fucking mad at me. But this is constructive criticism. This is not dragging him. This is not dragging these four young men. I get what they're doing. God bless them. God keep them. But when I see something that is about to be an epic fail, I can't ignore it. And the reason why I say this is because the boy band that he came from was the biggest disappointment of all times. Okay, this group, kid you not, was the biggest disappointment back then and is the biggest disappointment now. Okay. These boys were supposed to be worldwide famous, okay? They're supposed to take the world by storm. They're supposed to have lunch boxes, notebooks, and I'm going to be doing a little thing talking about the whole Scream Tour era and all the artists and what happened to the artists and how they all mysteriously all came up with some form of situation after somebody outed a certain music, whatever, I don't know, outed someone. And I'm not blaming this person for why everything broke down. It's just that the entertainment industry does not like you exposing the dark side of it because they want your kids to want to be famous. Okay? I'm going to call a spade a spade. So, the individual that has this group is the one in the middle, the light skinned one in the middle. Okay? He decided to form this group. And now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna sit up here and I'm gonna say this, and I have to say this because it needs to be said. And so when I saw this group, to me, I'm an empath. But I find it weird that the fact that you decide to put a group together, knowing how painful this situation was. Okay. It feels like he totally forgot how painful it was for him, how painful the memories were. But the main thing is the most painful part about it was the politics of the entertainment industry. Okay, this is something I'm going to also talk about on Patreon. I'm going to do a video on Patreon and I'm going to explain to you why it was, what was the politics behind this. Okay. So I saw this group and I was like, I can't do this. This has happened on several different occasions, and at least in this situation, maybe I get this person's ear, maybe this person can hear me out, but I can't sit up here and watch y'all spend millions and millions of dollars on this group, knowing that it's going to be a train wreck. I cannot do that in good conscience. I just can't do it because it has happened on so many occasions and it has epically failed on so many occasions. And you're going to have four brothers whose heart are going to be broken. Okay? Their heart's going to be broken. We've seen this with Diddy on several different occasions. And I brought this up with Diddy because I'm going to bring Diddy up too. And I'm going to be talking about how, I feel like it's just messed up that you promise something to someone and it doesn't quite pan out. Okay. So I want to talk about this for a minute. All right. You're not figuring out the individual I'm talking about. I'm talking about Raspy. Okay. So I saw this and I sunk. And I was like, something's off, something's not right. But then I also looked at the person that they have that's going to be they're going to be working with, right? And the thing that stuck out to me when it came to the person they're working with is that he's over here booking shows and tours too. I talked about this on my blog. I talked about this. I talk about this on my blog. I don't think I talked about this on my podcast, but I talked about this on my blog. And like I said, this individual, they don't really fuck with me anyway. So it don't matter what I have to say. They don't have to listen to me. I don't expect nobody to listen to me. But I'm just saying for future references, because for me, I feel like the worst investments will always be groups. And the person that got these guys together know that. So it bothers me that you know how unfruitful it is to have a boy band and you still try to build a boy band. Okay. Then you're trying to build a boy band while being a star. All right. So, and I think he said this was going to happen, but it happened too quickly for me. Okay. So there are several different things wrong with this. I already said this. The first thing is this: boy bands are poor money management. That's poor time management, and it's just not something that should be. Investing in a boy band is like investing in a stock that you know that's not going to grow. Like, you know, a stock in a paper company is not going to happen, right? I'm talking about print paper, not like line paper that you have to write on for school. I'm talking about print paper. I'm talking about basic paper. You invest in a paper company that you know good and well is not going to do good. Okay, it's like putting money into Dunder Mifflin. Okay, we have seen over the years boy bands happen and epically fail because the management had ulterior motives. Okay, even with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, it later came out their management had ulterior motives, had some weird child sexual fantasy that they were trying to make happen. Okay, because you're screwed up, you're a messed up person. So, um, I heard for a few minutes, I've seen interviews with this person, and I personally talked to this person on the phone that put the group together. And he said, you know, I kind of want to make my own boy band. Now I was like, at first I thought it was a good idea. And then a year later, and you haven't spoken to me in 5 months, I see this. And I'm like, don't it take a longer process to get a boy group? So my understanding is that they were managed by someone else, and that this person is partnering with this person to mentor these people. Now, these boys, these guys, they grown men to me. I think they grown men. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, before we start assuming stuff. All right, let me go back to the page I just went to, which was showing them. I want to see how old these guys are. I don't think they're underage. That's the main thing. I don't think they're underage. But they still young. They ain't old. Girl. See, now we're starting off the bad way. Okay. I can't even digitally find them outside of. Let me show you what I'm getting. So clearly their name is not unique to them. I don't know if y'all can see that. Clearly the name is not unique to them. One, I typed the name in like this, and I got this. Then I mush it together like they have it on their Instagram page. And I got this. So we already starting off with a problem. They have no digital trace history. Don't throw no jabs. Don't throw no jabs. Don't throw no jabs. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You doing constructive criticism, so it should be constructive criticism. Okay, don't do it, girl. I'm trying so hard because if you knew the backstory of what I have dealt with in the last 9 months, you will understand where I'm coming from. Um, so I mean, this is low key personal, but it's also like a subtle nudge. It's like a nudge of what are you doing? Okay. One of their managers, I'm not going to say because I'm trying to, you know, just say this. Just look at who they're powered by. I'm going to make this bigger. Can y'all see that? I'm not going to say the name. And the reason why I'm not gonna say the name, because I'm not. This is just constructive criticism. Um, Another thing, when it comes to this whole situation, I have had personal dealings, business wise, okay, business wise, with this person. And I'm going to tell you why it's a poor idea for this group to happen. Let me make this smaller again. I'm going to tell you why this is a poor decision. Your manager is not focused on you. Okay. Um, he, the thing is that I saw him make a troubling decision one time, and I had to criticize this decision. All right, and this has to pertain to another artist that he's supposed to be dealing with. Let me show you. He has another artist. Just gonna let me move or no? That's a no. Hanging off. This bitch right here. Right. So he has another artist. I think I removed it. Did I remove it? He has another artist. Um, like I said, I watch people how they move. So I'm a watcher. I watch people how they do things. I guess I didn't say it. Or she might have, I don't know. Move the picture. I don't know. Was this the picture? He had another artist that was performing one weekend. And the weekend he was performing, she was performing in her home city, but he was performing in New Orleans. So that weekend, he was performing the day before she was performing, and I felt like that was a conflict of interest. You can't be my manager and you have a show the same weekend I have a show. That's the rule. That's not somebody being insecure. That's just a thing. Okay? If I'm your artist and you're supposed to be managing me, the thing that you do, you're not supposed to be doing a show the same weekend as me. One, that's selfish, and two, that means you have no support of me. Now, I think he did support her in the end. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I didn't look at that whole situation fully, so I can't say that he didn't really support her. But it was poor judgment for you to have a show the day before your artist to have a show. Okay. This is what my issue is with Diddy. Okay. Diddy said he's coming out with a new label. And the first thing he said was that he was going to be collabing with his artists. So I want you guys to listen to this article, into why I think this is a problem.
Sean Diddy Combs announces new record label by Celebratainment. May 12, 2022. Get more local news. Sign up for free email alerts. Sean Diddy Combs has announced the launch of Love Records. Trending on Inside Novier. Powered by. The 52-year-old rapper, who changed his middle name to Love last year, will release his first solo album since 2006's Press Play on his new label, which he has been working on in partnership.
You hear what I'm saying? So you're building a label. You're going to be dealing with new, fresh faces and fresh blood. But the first thing you say is will release his first solo album since 2006. Press play on his new label, which he has been working on. That's the main part I want y'all to focus with. Okay. Y'all remember back in the day when Suge Knight was talking about they were at the Source Award and he was kind of low key jabbing at Diddy, but it wasn't really a jab because it had some truth to it. When he was saying, you know, you want to be on a record label and you don't want the person to be all in your video, all on your song, on stage with you. This is what he was talking about. Because Suge knew that you're not supposed to be doing what the star is doing. Okay. So I want to talk about something that he did at the Billboard Awards that pissed me the hell off. So one of the artists he's supposed to be working with, you're over here, you're about to launch a new label, and this is what you're doing at the Billboard Awards. This is him. Oh crap! I forgot to show her. This is him at the Billboard Awards. His job was supposed to be hosting the Billboard Awards. But you on stage doing what the artist is supposed to be doing. Now I don't want to show too much of this, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and it has to be said. Okay, you name a time outside of when an artist has been successful. Being managed by someone that has to be the star too. Kind of reminds me of the scene on Love and Hip Hop with Debbie Atney, and she was talking about how Kirk was suffocating Rashida and her star power, and how, you know, she can't breathe, she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing, and she needs to be doing something, and she needs to be, you know, you're not supporting her star power because it feels like you're stunting her growth. Okay, at this point, this was what, Love and Hip Hop. At this point in the show, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you when it comes to Rashida's career. I was confused as to why somebody decided to tell Kirk this now. Rashida has had a hard time breaking onto the scene for a very long time, okay? So this was like a late ass pep talk. Why would you still be chasing stardom and then expect to help people to chase stardom as well? Being a manager is a business thing. That's the business part of the entertainment industry, okay? That's the business part, okay? You can't try to be the artist and the manager in the same sense. Now, I know that lady did not just email me at night, honey. Anyway, I know she didn't email me at night. It's just, it's just not right. It's not okay. I don't know if I'm still arguing with people, by the way. I don't understand why people do this. But my thing is, if you're still chasing after a dream, you still chasing after a star, don't put yourself in a position to where you are sitting over here and you're outshining somebody who could possibly make you money. Okay? You just can't. Now, I'm going to be honest with you about what I feel about the group. And I heard the song. The song does have a ring to it because I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. If somebody blasting your music, I heard somebody blast the song. Now I didn't even know who group that was. I didn't know who was managing the group. I just heard their song being blasted. Um, and somebody was playing. I was like, "This is popping." I think it was a remix of an old R&B song, not really an old R&B song, but an older R&B song. And then I heard that it was their song. I was like, okay. I looked them up and I saw it and I saw who was supposed to be working it with them. I'm like, ain't this the same person that's supposed to be working with people creating content at U42? Just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. You're the same person that's supposed to be doing stuff with people at U42, right? Doing content with them, and now you turn around and you trying to manage a boy group, which, as far as I'm concerned, oh, but you're over here taking gigs. You're over here doing gigs yourself. When I saw that, I was like, not you over here taking gigs. How you gonna be a manager and you over here taking gigs? One and two ain't adding up. So basically, you have a conflict of interest. You have a conflict of interest. You want to be the star and you want to manage people's careers as well. So I'm gonna give my true thought on this, on these guys. I'll be honest with you. And there's no disrespect to the other manager, neither at all. No disrespect. These guys are not going to go anywhere. Now, the girl I just showed you, she's going to go somewhere. But she has to have somebody who's willing to put 100% behind her. But these guys, they're not going to go nowhere. They might have like an internet hit, or somebody might use their song and make it viral on TikTok. There's nothing wrong with that. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they're going to go nowhere. They don't have a spark. They don't have a spark. And their internet presence is non-existent. So yeah, you need to have more than an Instagram page, a Twitter page, and and a YouTube account. You need a TikTok. You need to be doing challenges with each other. Um, they need to be getting interviews with people. They need to be doing performances. They need to be working on their stage presence, all that stuff. But how can they do that if they have a manager that's over there doing shows too? I don't know. Next person I want to talk about. I didn't want to. I spent 40 minutes talking about this, but it's just I just wanted to say something about this because it just frustrated the hell out of me, and I feel like people spend a lot of money on stuff that don't really go past anything, and it's kind of frustrating. All right, let's talk about another artist I was looking at. Excuse my ice videos. While we looking for this, can we talk about this right here? She's Little Kim's makeup artist, as far as I'm concerned. They say she's Little Kim's makeup artist, and she came out and she decided to drag black women with a sore face on social media. Yes, she did, girl. Because it's not like somebody went into a supermarket and shot up 10 people, half of them were black women. Um, and it's not like, don't make me go there. I don't have to tell you, or I don't have to say to you what to say. All I'm gonna say is this. Girl, shut the hell up. One, you made yourself look bad as a makeup artist because you look a hot fucking mess, girl. And two, really? You decided to do a video after you got surgery, which is whatever it had. I guess you had surgery. I don't know what kind of surgery you got. I don't know if it was a facelift. I don't know if it was a Botox. I don't know if you had to get rid of some chin fat. I don't know why you got that chin strap on. You had to get a wisdom tooth removed. I don't know why you got that chin strap on, okay? I just know you have one and you're a makeup artist and you're supposed to be displaying your work on social media. Nobody gives a damn about what you think, sweetheart. So you woke up with animosity toward black women, just like everybody else. You know, I think it's okay to go after a black woman. Who also thought it was okay to go after the black woman? This guy. Soccer punched her in the face. And apparently he damaged part of her eye to look at that. And I know this fucking dumb whore who just fucked up her career because nobody's going to want to work with her. I know she's going to have this attitude of like, that what I said does not equate to what happened to this lady. Yes, it does. It does more than you think. Trust and believe. Okay. Anyway, I just had a moment. I wanted to address something real quick. I got two things I want to add real quick. Two things I want to add real quick. Now I totally forgot what I was looking for. It was another new artist I wanted to talk about. And yes, I forgot her name. I'm having a brain fart this week. It's not that she was easily forgotten. I remember her because I liked her video and I felt like she gave a different perspective um, as a rapper. Which, by the way, did y'all see Diddy's girls going at it? Oh, Lord, Lord, Yo Miami said that they weren't really dealing with each other like that. Did she say in the interview they weren't really dealing with each other like that? I could have sworn she said they weren't really dealing with each other like that. I follow this girl too. What in the world? Let me see if I can find her. Find myself. Find myself. Girl. There was another artist that I saw. I really liked her. And I love her perspective. She did something different. Um, y'all definitely make sure certain people are on my thing. But I want to talk about her real quick. And the reason I want to talk about her because I felt like she was like the best. Let me take this down. Facts. Stop hearing. Save her. By the way, I don't really like listen to everybody's music. I haven't renewed my. It's like I don't. I was like I don't know. The 2010s had very questionable music. Like there was a few bops that I could bob my head to, but 2010s like really, uh, I wasn't really feeling this stuff in the 2010s. And then 2020 comes and I'm not feeling it even more. I don't know why. I don't know why. I I'm not saying it's part of growth or I matured or something like that. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's the music has gotten a little bit more low vibrational for me. Basic. I'm gonna say basic. People say low vibrational. It is low vibrational, but it's also basic. And it's crazy because people talking about some people doing music and I never heard the song before. And I'm like, if a song is popping, I usually hear the song. But you have so many different platforms to where people um can listen to your music to where the radio station is like reductive. I was gonna show you the other thing too with these guys. Where is that video? And somebody else brought her up too. Kind of go by people I personally know. Let me see if I can find her again. I don't like this low because I had plans on this video being under an hour and I don't think it's under an hour now. And I'm mad. OMG, my goodness. Oh, 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 I can't find this lady. Let's go to search. Let's see if we can search her up. What's it? Navigation. Uh, Funny how you can't find things when you're looking for them. And then why she pop up randomly tonight while I'm sitting there laying in the bed? I'm not coming back on here until next week, next Wednesday. Or do I save her on my other account? Oh, it only said I have one account here. Oh Lord. You know, the lady said Michelle Obama that looked like an ape got sentenced to prison for embezzling funds. Karma be biting back fast. Hmm. Oh, I saved it on the other account. Why did I save that? Why am I saving this stuff on here? But I didn't save her. Save this. I don't follow him. Um, why did I say? Watch it shows up on my tablet magically. She hasn't posted. She. I know I didn't remove her, or did I?
Here's how to make your voice sound better.
I have not forgot that you guys are there. I'm trying to find this artist. This is so frustrating. I want to talk about. Mm-mm-mm. You know, I just found out a way that I could probably find her. Um, I can't find her. I find that to be weird. Yeah, been on here. Girl. But I want to talk about when I was talking about this. I want to talk about this. Let's bring up this first thing first. When I was talking about what I was talking about, Exhibit A. The star comes up with a label. They love doing photo shoots like this, right? Now they look cool. I have to say they look very clean in that white, all white, everything. They look fly. Don't get it twisted. But how many of these artists, out of all these artists, I think he is one of the successful ones, right? I don't know his name, but I know he's one of the artists that's successful. Hold on, let me see. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. Let's look at the article. Okay, yeah, Moneybag Yo. Okay, I knew one of them was look familiar. I was like, I've seen him before. I don't know everybody, okay? Don't judge me. So I want them to read the article, and of course I'm gonna give my opinion. But granted, I think a few of those artists are already popping. So hold on.
The hardest working label in hip hop, inside the rise of Yo Gotti and Collective Music Group. You know CMG's roster by way of rising stars like Moneybagg Yo, ESTG, and 42 Doug. But for its relentlessly driven leader, the label's rise has been brick by brick and decades in the making. By Nina Rahani.
Before I continue this, Yo Gotti has been in the entertainment industry for 25 years. Okay, so he's been in the game for a very long time. So there's nothing wrong with him doing this, but not Yo Gotti. Yeah, it's Yo Gotti. He's been in the game for a very long time, but in the same sense, he's the well-known person, and he has all these artists. But can he differentiate between being a star and an artist? Let me continue. We're having a little lull here.
May 19th, 2022. Yo Gotti can't sleep. When I lay down at night, my mind can't stop running, says the 41-year-old rapper executive, sitting in his pristine, tan-tone trailer in the parking lot of a photography studio as the sweltering Miami sun descends outside. Explore. Yo Gotti. See latest videos, charts, and news. Discussing something as personal as his lifelong battle with insomnia is out of character for the fiercely private rap mogul. In most interviews, Gotti remains strictly hustle-centric, doling out advice on investments, ownership.
Before we continue with this, y'all notice that a lot of people in the entertainment industry also have an issue with sleeping. I mean, I have an issue with sleeping too, but that's because I'm a night owl. But notice they have always have an issue with sleeping.
Ownership and artist marketing techniques, imparting gems of wisdom picked up from billionaire friends Jay-Z and Michael Rubin. But as the sky transitions from baby blue daytime to a twilight gradient, Gotti digs a little deeper. I damn near feel like it's a sickness or some SHT, he says, because even at this point, my hunger and eagerness to win is something scary. Related. Yo Gotti's Collective Music Group, photos from the Billboard cover shoot. May 19th, 2022. Kept awake by an incessant stream of plans and questions, where he will be in 2023, the offices he still needs to build, purchases to be made, Gotti typically lies awake until 5 a.m., catching 5 hours of sleep until around 10 a.m. Even as a teenager, Gotti, born Mario Centel Jiden Mims, pulled all-nighters, but instead of being kept awake by lucrative deals, he was in the streets of North Memphis, hustling alongside friends from dusk until dawn and releasing raw, mile-a-minute rhymes under the name Lil Yo. A 15-year-old pushing his body to the limit, Gotti would lay his head to rest when most of the block's alarm clocks began buzzing, almost never making it to school in time for homeroom. It just became a lifestyle. I'd be like, I ain't going to sleep. I'ma be getting to the money all night. Gotti adds with a smile.
Now you see what the point I'm making is. This whole article basically is starting off just talking about him. Now I'm not gonna knock his hustle. There's nothing wrong with his hustle. There's nothing wrong with him talking about his hustle. But I find it to be messed up that you choose to talk about yourself instead of your artist in the first few minutes I played this article. That was my main point right there. Like I said, I ain't knocking his hustle. He might have a few stars in the making on there. And it's not talking crap about any of his stars neither. But it becomes a conflict of interest when you're a star as well. You get what I'm saying? It's a conflict of interest because it's like you're the manager. You're supposed to be over these artists. But the first part of the article is about you. And then we have to go all the way down here to get to when you finally start talking about one of your artists. So yeah, as you can't be a star and be a manager or be over some artists or say you helping some artists promote some artists as well. Granted, for you to have your whole all your artists on Billboard, that's a pretty big accomplishment. Don't get it twisted. But the first part of the article is just all about him. I feel like you supposed to already knew who Yo Gotti is. Okay? But yeah, I cannot find the other artists. I will be coming on here every Friday talking about new artists that y'all may or may not be into. That is what I plan on doing because at this point I'm just trying to get my mind off what been happening. I'm kind of confused. Very confused. So yeah, with that being said, y'all know where to catch me. Monday through Thursday. Next Monday through Thursday. I don't quite know. I don't know. Anyway, with that being said, I'm out. I'm like so outy. Bye. I can't find an artist. But I want to talk about some artists that pop up on. I like seeing artists, and that's why I want to talk about artists that pop up on my timeline. And I want to give my criticism a first impression criticism. So yeah.